Hey everybody, Shabo from Shabo Outdoors. I've been, just want to do a quick video for y'all. Uh, I've been doing some thinking and some planning here lately, and more thinking than planning, and I put it all into action today. And that is, my bug out bag, my bob, whatever. I went from this gigantic monster, which it weighed 64, 65 pounds when it was, full and everything, down to this minimalist's bug out bag. Yes, it's an old camera bag, and there is a reason for that, and I will explain it. Um, if it comes down to it hitting the fan, I'm bugging in. That's been mine and my family's plan all along, is to bug in. If it comes to where I have to bug out, I want to be the gray man. I want to be inconspicuous. I don't want anybody to go, hey, he's carrying a huge pack and we're going to sneak up on him in the middle of the night and take what he has. Okay, everything that I need is in that, and I will do a video later on that bag. Everything I need is in that bag. Between that bag and my EDC stuff, I have everything that I need to get to where I need to go. With that being said, from my house to where I will be going is roughly 10, 12 miles. Okay. Once I get there, then I can set up. I have everything in my bag there that I need to set up. My wife has the exact same, the same, not the exact same stuff, but the exact same idea in her bag. Once we get to where we're going, she has what she needs to set up. Okay, we set up together. Our son is the same way. Okay, I want to be as inconspicuous as I can, because, like I say, we are going to bug in. With that in mind, where we live, just a real small town, out in the middle of nothing really. Our closest Walmart is 45 miles away. 45 miles away. We're stuck out in the middle of everywhere. The only thing around us is, a few creeks, a few, a small river, and fields. We're in the middle of the heartland, and just fields and cattle. Excuse me. So if we have to bug in, if it comes down to it, to bugging in, we have to get where we're at. Excuse me. To get where we're at, there's several ways in. There really is. The problem with that being is every way in except for two. Okay, see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 ways into this town. Easy to get in, easy to get out. The only problem is every way except 2 has to go across bridges, either creek bridges or river bridges with steep banks. And if we have to bug in, me and my group, first thing we're doing is blowing the bridges. That way you're not driving in, and as little as 3 people can guard the other ways into this, into where we're at. Of course, everybody gets out that wants out, but getting in would be the hard part. Like I say, we live in the country. We live in town, but it's a very small farming community. Within 10 miles from here, we have 3-4 co-ops, okay, that have grain and everything. So, we have food. There's also, livestock, cows, goats, that type of thing. Plus we have, fish. With all the water, we have fish. We also have deer, and turkeys. And even though I live technically in town, there was a doe standing in my front yard today when I come home. There are turkeys that come through my yard at least every 3 days. Of course, I feed them, but still, when times get tough, times get hard. Shabo gonna eat. But anyway, so that's our plan, is to bug in, and we've made other steps, preparing for that. But also, if it came down to us having to bug out, something happened and we had to leave, I don't want anybody knowing what we're up to, what we have, what we're carrying with us. Because everything that we carry with us is things that we can survive on. We have, like I say, I have everything in that pack, and I will show it to you later in another video. There's everything in that pack, that I need, but it's an old camera case, inconspicuous. They see it, someone, we're bugging out, and someone sees it, they're not going to think, oh well, he has ammunition, he has food, he has all this other stuff. It's, well, that poor sucker, he's got, clothes in there, and, he has a water bottle on the back of his pack. He's not worth our time. He's not worth our time to sneak up and rob. And even if they do decide to sneak up on me at night to try to take what I have, my EDC, which I will always have, my knives, my weapons, and I will do a video on that also later on. But I want to be as inconspicuous as possible. I'm not walking around with a giant AR on my back, or being a 50 cal, or none of that stuff. What we have is stuff we will need when we get to where we're going. And once we get to where we're going, then we will set up shop and do what needs to be done from there. So, like I say, I will do a video on my EDC and also on the pack later. I just want to make this short video and just kind of share my thoughts of getting rid of a 65-pound pack that I'm going to have to tote around to a small, inconspicuous bag that has everything that I need in it. So, until I see y'all next time, just remember, nobody else loves you. By golly, old Shabo does. Till I see you next time, God bless.